Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video, as you can tell by the title, yes, it's in Burkina Faso. It was just last week that the government has come up with a big decision to subsidize fertilizers, help the farmers with seed and all that. They have laid down all the plan. I shared the video, but it was together with other big decisions. But I found one that is short to explain it to you. Before then, watch the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso visit the biggest factory in Burkina Faso, his motivation and everything. And I'll be back with that short video to explain to you more. See you, families.
We leave very enlightened by what we have seen here at the industrial unit, Sun, both by the production capacity and by the capacity for innovation, and especially by the capacity in terms of job creation, because more than 450 people are employed here. If we insisted on making the trip, it is really to encourage the PA, the promoters, the main leaders, and the staff, because what is being done here aligns with the vision and directives of the head of state, which is to work towards the emergence of leading industries in Burkina Faso. FILSAH is one of the leading companies, and we believe it is a unit with great capacity and a significant potential for growth. Bold decisions have been made by the government to protect the wire market, of course, because, as you know, this unit is a victim of unfair competition, with a high importation in Moscow of low-quality wires. And so decisions have been made, and the effects are already being felt. The true objective is to encourage this unit that creates added value, because Burkina Faso is a cotton-producing country, a major cotton producer. Measures are being taken to, of course, improve the level of production, which has seen a decline in recent years. But alongside that, we also need to work on improving processing, because it is through this that we will create added value, create jobs, and generate wealth. And of course, it is the country that will therefore have better conditions for sustainable development. So it's really a message of encouragement, but also reassurance. FILSAH, and through FILSAH, all industrial units in Burkina Faso, that the government is committed and determined to do everything so that Burkina Faso can, in any case, revive the industrial sector, the processing sector, because it is in this way that we can truly have the foundations of sustainable and endogenous development. In the textile sector, it is truly a very strategic sector for Burkina Faso. As you know, the Burkinabés today truly love to dress locally. They love to wear Faso Damfani. But what must also be known is that Burkinabe consumers are becoming increasingly demanding. This means they want high quality Faso Damfani. They want bread that looks good aesthetically. And so we are satisfied with what we have seen here, because indeed we can see all the progress, the technical improvement here to ensure the production of increasingly strong, increasingly fine, which therefore meets the demands of the Burkinabe consumer and, of course, external consumers, outside consumers. So we encourage the company to stay in this dynamic when we talk about Burkinabe heritage. I think that textiles hold an important place, because all the communities in Burkina Faso have expertise in textiles. FILSAH is just an extension, because today, for women, for our mothers, for artisans to be able to practice this expertise, they need quality thread. I think it is an extremely important link which contributes to the enhancement and preservation of this heritage, which is very important. And as we say every time, Burkina is rich in its diversity, in the diversity of its expertise, and in the field of textiles. I think this is noticeable, because when you take a piece of fabric, there are patterns that are characteristic of certain communities, and when you see them, you automatically know that it is a skill from here, originating from such and such a community. So the word heritage is also there to establish the conditions for preserving this expertise, and above all, to ensure that none of these riches are lost. Quite the opposite. That we all become aware today that we have gold which we must preserve. And what is this gold? It is our heritage. It is the expertise that has been carried from our ancestors and has been passed down to us today.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. Credit to SIG for sharing this one with us. Once again, we are very grateful. This is the short video that explains after the government has announced the reduction or the subsidy of the fertilizer and how they can protect the local producers and the farmers. Please, families, listen, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Nearly 285,000 tons of cotton harvested in Burkina Faso, according to the provisional report of the 2024-2025 campaign, published by The Economist of Faso this week. A figure that is down compared to 2015, when the country recorded 586,000 tons. Notes the newspaper, which received some statistics from this report, adopted in the Council of Ministers on Wednesday, April 9th. This decline, writes the Economic Weekly, is mainly linked to the security context in the production areas and the poor distribution of rainfall. Regarding the notable figures of the past campaign, more than 39 billion CFA francs were invested in the purchase of agricultural inputs, including nearly 11 billion CFA francs from the state and more than 28 billion CFA francs from the industry stakeholders. The next campaign, continues the newspaper, the government of Burkina Faso, with a production target of 550,000 tons, set for conventional seed cotton, and 1,700 tons for organic cotton. To achieve this, it announces a subsidy of 5 billion CFA francs to enable the cotton interprofession to sell the inputs at a reduced cost. 7,500 CFA francs for the 50-kilo bag of NPK-SP fertilizer, and credit duration compared to 18,500 francs CFA the previous campaign. 5. 200 francs CFA the dose of insecticides on credit, compared to 6,000 francs CFA the past campaign. The floor prices set for the purchase of conventional seed cotton for this campaign remain identical to the previous one. 325 CFA francs per kilogram for the first choice, 300 CFA francs per kilogram for the second choice, and 375 CFA francs per kilogram for organic cotton.
Once again, credits to BF1 for sharing this one with us. The video itself is on the channel, but if you can't find it, this one explains everything that the government said they would do and they are doing. And for the Prime Minister to visit the factory, it means they are working together with the local producers, the local manufacturers to make everything possible. You cannot say don't import fake products from China or any other country when the locally produced one are extremely expensive. So yes, they have to do everything they can to reduce the price so it will be affordable for everyone, each and everyone. This is the way to go. I hope other countries are following. You cannot just say stop importing without helping. So yes, they have sacrificed long, large sum of money to subsidize the everything. I mean, you heard it all. I will leave you here, families. God bless you all. Credit to SIG and BF1 for sharing these information with us. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families, those who are passing by, thank you so much. I'm grateful. Bye bye. See you. Have a nice day.